Okay, everybody. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here on this uh, unusual thing I'm trying to do here for you. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is prospect for you using an auto dialer and being able to find wholesale properties, investment properties, maybe a listing or two. And I'm going to go ahead and do this live right here in front of you so you can go ahead and see what I'm doing. And I'm going to try and do this on a daily occasion so that you can kind of keep accountable with me, and then hopefully you'll be able to go ahead and learn a few things as well. So what I've done, I've gone ahead, I've got, if you'll wish that everything goes well for me, I've got a Vortex set up. I'm using the Red X dialer. What we'll do, this is the first time I've used it in a couple years, so if you'll bear with me, I'm going to be making just some calls around a neighborhood that I feel is pretty hot. So it's just some cold calls at the moment just to kind of warm up, get used to this system. Again, this is the first video, and in the future, I'm sure it'll be much smoother. But for right now, we're going to wish that that the home does not. That the internet doesn't freeze and that everything's going to go well. So let's just go ahead and start dialing and see what happens. Ooh, it's fast too. The disadvantage of this particular system.
Hello.
Hey, this is Karl Krentzel. How are you today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm better than I deserve. Thank you. I'm not entirely sure if I have the right person, so I apologize in advance. Are you the lady who owns the home over there on Foothills Drive, 6437? Is this Sonia?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful, Sonia. Well, listen, this is Karl Krentzel. I'm a broker here in town. You don't know me. The reason why I'm calling is I was calling to see if you'd ever considered selling your property over there. Have you? Take that as a no. Still counts as a contact. No worries. Okay, fine. We'll just move on to the next one here. Let's see. On to the next one. Boom. I think that's the right button. Oops, that's not it. Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. One down.
Hello.
Hey, this is Karl Krentzel. How are you today? Hello?
May I help you?
Yeah, no problem. You don't know me, and I might actually have the wrong number, so I owe you an apology. I'm actually looking for the owners of a property over there on Foothills Drive, the Lamantias. Is that your property, ma'am?
No.
Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry. I got the wrong number. Since I got you anyway, do you happen to know of anybody who's got an unwanted property that I could buy for cash? Take that as a no as well. Okay. Next. Fun, huh? Certainly by no means is this my only method of prospecting. Got a couple others.
Hello.
Oh, hi there. This is Karl Krentzel. How are you today?
Who is this?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Karl Krentzel. You don't know me, and I might actually have the wrong number. I apologize. I'm actually looking for the Bombs. They own some property over there on Foothills Drive. Is that your property, ma'am?
Possibly.
Oh, okay, no problem. Well, no worries. Yeah. Well, my name is Karl. I'm a broker here in town. I'm calling from my office here. I'm making some calls while I'm recording them. I'm actually calling to see if you'd considered selling that property at all. Have you?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, I can't say that I blame you. That's a great little neighborhood over there. I'm just curious, how long have you lived at that address?
This October or September, it'll be 20 years.
Oh my gosh, 20 years. Holy cow. Where'd you move from? Were you here in town?
Yeah, I had moved a couple of times.
Oh. Wonderful. Okay, no worries. Well, listen, since I've got you here anyway, do you happen to know of anybody who's got an unwanted property that I could buy for cash?
No.
Yeah, it is kind of an odd question. I can appreciate that. And have you considered selling your property at all?
No.
No. Okay, no problem. Well, listen, I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Well, even those count. She was nice. You know, I'm really hoping that we'll be able to, recognize that prospecting is not something that a lot of people like to do. I recognize that. I also recognize that there's a lot of people out there who do this and they're not very good. So if people are out there prospecting and they're not particularly good at this, I mean, even every now and again, you're going to find a head of lettuces. I mean, what is it? A broken clock's right twice a day, right? So, I mean, realistically speaking, if you don't prospect them, somebody else will, and that person's probably not going to be as good as you. And if they're not going to be as good as you, they won't do it as well as you. Hey, this is Karl Krentzel. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's no worries. It sounds like I might actually have the wrong number. I apologize. I was actually looking for the owner of a property over there on Foothills Drive. Catherine, is that your property?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. I apologize by calling your first name. I didn't want to murder your last name. I didn't want to be disrespectful. No worries. Well, listen, real quick, my name's Karl. I'm a broker here in town. I'm at my office just making some recordings of calls I'm making, and I'm calling to see if you'd considered selling your property at all. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I can't say that I blame you. That's a beautiful little area over there. No worries. I'm just.
No, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's like you move very, very quickly.
I know. That's why I'm calling, is because I got some people who want to live in the area, but I'm having a heck of a time trying to find them something. Can you think of anybody in that area who might consider just an all cash offer on a property that they don't want anymore?
Let me think. No. I can't.
No worries. No worries. It is kind of an odd question. Well, listen, Catherine, and
No,
have you?
it's not. It really isn't. But I really don't know anyone that's thinking about selling right
That's
now.
no problem. Have you considered selling your?
Might.
Have you considered selling your property at all? At all?
Well, I guess anything's for sale if it's the right price.
Okay. Well, what?
I
At
haven't
what?
done any work in this house, so
No worries.
but it's not I haven't really done any work.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious. At what price do you suppose would you become a seller?
I don't know.
No problem. Has anybody given you an idea recently of what somebody would pay for a home like yours in the open market today?
No, not recently.
Oh gosh. Well, would something like that help you just to kind of get an idea, like a ballpark of what a home like yours would sell for cash wise? I mean, you might be surprised.
Yeah.
I could swing by, I don't know, tomorrow or.
Strictly curiosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
The idea of moving is just not a reality.
No, I get it. Well, I mean, I am literally right down the street, right? I mean, you're over there and you go down the street a quarter mile. I'm on the right down there by the Northern Trust building and the La Paloma. So I'm just down the street. I could swing by tomorrow afternoon, just take a quick peek at your place. Would something like that help?
No, not tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. What time would work for you?
Possibly Monday afternoon.
All right. Well, let me take a quick look at my schedule here, see what's going on Monday. We're talking about Monday the 20th, correct?
Correct.
How about
And
Monday?
That would be probably about, well, it has to be after 1:30.
Oh, perfect. Well, that works out even better for me. How about would later in the day, like 3 be good, or would you prefer closer to like 1?
3 would be good.
3 it is. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and pencil it down for Monday at 3 p.m., right? And all I'm going to...
Do you work? What brokerage?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. My name is Karl Krentzel. It's kind of long, like your last name. And I am a broker with Sotheby's International Realty.
Okay.
We're just literally down the street. You've probably seen our sign a couple hundred times. But what I'll do is I'll just...
I've got somebody at my door.
Yeah, no problem. I'll stop by to Monday at 3. 3 or 3 it is.
Okay.
See you then. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too.
All right. Well. Good number and appointment set. Boom to the shaka-laka. All right, guys. Well, that is an appointment set. Now, as you heard, she's not ready to move just yet, but she certainly will be in the future because people don't ask for information unless it's rolling around the back of their head somewhere, right? Certainly not something I would consider a listing appointment, but you got to get out there in front of the people. This was a just sold call too. Remember, this is cold. That person said yes to a cold call, completely cold, right? Don't tell me that cold calls don't work. They work if you do, but you've got to have the right voice. You've got to have the right intensity. You got to have the right attitude, approach, and expectations, right? Hope this is helpful for some of you. If it is, do me a favor, share it on your social networks. Let some people know what's going on, because trust me, if you're out there as a realtor trying to wholesale or invest, you don't usually see this kind of information. You certainly don't see it free. So if you think this is of any value, give me a thumbs up, like, and notify on somebody on this, right? Got one appointment down. We've been prospecting, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. We have made a total of 11 calls. We made 4 contacts and set 1 appointment. And it's been 26 minutes, which is pretty good because I got an appointment in about a half an hour with another property on the other side of town. So I'm going to be leaving here in about 15 minutes. We've got 15 minutes to prospect. Hopefully you guys are prospecting too, not just sitting here watching me prospect. Key thing about letting the phone ring, right? The dialer is set to ring 3 times. 3 times because it's my feeling that the first ring, they're looking at the phone. Who's this? Second ring. That's from my neighborhood or local. It's Karl. Who's this, right? Third ring, they're thinking in their head, should they take this phone call? If they haven't picked up by the third ring, all right.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Karl Krentzel. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I am better than I deserve. Thank you. I'm not certain if I have the right person, so I apologize in advance. I'm actually looking for Laverne. She happens to own some property over there on Foothills Drive. Is that your property, ma'am?
Well, I own my home here. Why?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Wonderful. Okay, good. Well, the reason why I'm calling, actually, my name is Karl. I'm a broker here in town. I'm here in my office down the street from you, just calling, making some recordings. I'm calling to see if you'd considered selling your property at all. Have you?
No, thank you.
Oh, gosh,
Where would I go?
I can't say that I blame you. That's a beautiful neighborhood right there. Nobody wants to move. I don't blame you. I'm curious. Do you happen to know of any of your neighbors or friends or family members maybe who might be open to an all-cash offer closing in 30 days?
No, not right off. I really don't.
Oh, God bless your heart. Well, that's quite all right, Laverne. And your health, you're doing okay?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
God bless you. Good deal. Well, Laverne, I'm sorry that I can't buy or sell a house with you because you sound like a really wonderful lady. I hope you have a blessed day.
Well, you too. Take care.
Okay. All right. God bless you now. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. She sounds like a real sweet lady. God bless her heart. Let's see. Not interested. Okay, cool. Yeah, God bless her heart. She's a nice lady. All right. That's one thing I really do like about prospecting. Hello? Oh, that's one thing I really do like about prospecting. You get a chance to meet all kinds of people. And
Hello.
Hey there, this is Karl Krentzel. How are you today? See, I sounded too much like an answering machine right there. She hung right up on me. All right, no worries. But like I was saying, if you treat people well, you listen, right? You can actually you can hear a lot of things about somebody's life. I've been invited to homes and meet people, go to their funerals, become a part of their life, all from expired calls. I think a lot of it really depends on the heart that you have. Your success in prospecting, I think, depends on your level of empathy and willingness to listen. Because a lot of these people, expired, cold calls, for sale by owners, for rent by owners, whoever you're calling, they're getting bombarded, a lot of times by people. And a lot of the people who are in the business don't really exercise.
Hey, it's Lindsay. Sorry, I missed
a
your
lot
call,
of
but it's
don't exercise a lot of empathy, and it's difficult, really, to bond with people in any meaningful way unless you can kind of see where they're coming from. All right, so let's see what's going on in the control room here. Looks like we've got a few people here. Yeah, 3 people, 4 people. All right, right on. Well, first time, I've never advertised it. Tomorrow, I'm going to advertise this one. So you'll want to make sure that you tune in tomorrow, because we're definitely going to have a good time tomorrow. My intent is to make an entire series out of this, to where you can just literally go on, hear me prospecting, maybe pick up a couple tips here or there, critique me, tell me what you think I could do better, because believe you me, I am open to your critique. I'm open to your ideas. If you've got an idea or a technique you think is working good for you, then I would definitely love to hear it. Boy, oh boy, we are just dialing through the numbers today. What we got here? We are on number what? 26 calls, 6 contacts, 17 leads. Let's see.
Hello. Available now. Please name and phone number after.
You can leave a voicemail, and I have the system set up to do that. Think about leaving voicemails. Sometimes you get a call back. Sometimes you don't. Just depends. When you do leave a message, especially with people who are like a cold call or just listen, just sold kind of call, like these are, when you do leave a message, the message you want to leave, or I like to leave, is, hey, this is Karl Krentzel. I've got a real estate matter I'd like to discuss with you. Call me at my cell phone, blah, blah, blah. And there's no real please or thank you or anything like that. Just make it sort of sound somewhat official. And when people hear, if they listen to your voicemail or as it transcribes and says, hey, this is Karl Krentzel, I have a real estate matter to discuss with you. A lot of times people might be piqued in their interest to see what it is that
Hello.
Hey.
I don't answer unknown calls, so if this is important, please leave a message
All
or
right.
text me. Thank you.
Well, it's not really important.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
There we go. All right, so we're going to prospect for 8 more minutes. 8, right? Because then I got to run to an extra appointment here. So 8 more minutes to go. We'll see what we can do about getting at least 1 more appointment. We've prospected for 26 minutes. We've made 1 appointment so far. Kind of a,
Hello.
Hey, this is Karl Krentzel. How are you?
Good. Who's this?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Karl. Karl Krentzel. It sounds like I might actually have the wrong number. I apologize. I'm looking for the Tatmans. They own some property over there on Foothills Drive. Is that yours?
For some reason, I'm not hearing very good.
Oh, I apologize. Let me speak a little closer to the microphone. Can you hear me better now?
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. My name was Karl. I'm not sure if I have the right number. Are you the owner of a home over there on Foothills Drive?
We are.
Oh, wonderful. Well, again, my name is Karl. I'm a broker here in town. I was calling to see if you had considered selling that property at all. Have you?
We have occasionally, but we pretty much always, I think we've had it for maybe 20 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a really good tenant. We're renting it out. And so, we're really not interested in selling it at this point.
Well, I don't blame you, especially if it's making money for you. Have you always used it as a rental?
No, my wife lived there for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, the only reason why I asked, as I'm sure you probably have seen, the market in that subdivision right there has exploded in value. Have you considered ever just selling that property on maybe a tax deferred 1031 exchange and buying something a little bit more profitable so you can make a little bit more money out of it if you're just using it as a rental?
I'm right in the middle of something.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it is kind of an odd call right in the middle of the day. Well, when would be a good time for me to catch up with you about this? Has anybody talked with you about what it's currently worth, what somebody might be willing to pay for it in its current condition?
I really do need to go.
Okay. All right. No problem. Well, when would be a good time for me to call you back?
Take care.
Okay, brother. Have a great day.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I'm Erica.
You got to hang up there real quick. You got to hang up there, brother. Hang up there real quick. That way you can talk to Erica, okay? Hey, brother, hang up. There we go. Jeez. Oh, gosh. No, I'm just... You got to hang up, dude. I can't let go. Hello? Hello? Got to press end. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, that's close enough. All right. Okay, well, guys, listen, that was that was crazy. I couldn't get him to hang up on me. All right, well, so a couple things to learn. All right, that was less than an hour of prospecting that we did right there. I set one, just kind of come and tell me what the house is worth appointment. It's not anything big, but here's the thing, right? This was just listed, just sold type calls, completely cold to an area not far from me that I don't have any listings in. I don't have any sales in. I don't know anybody in that area. I'm literally just cold calling that subdivision right there, seeing if I can find anybody who's interested in selling. Remember the sales process, right? People kind of think, well, maybe we might, and then you ask them, oh gosh, has anybody given you an idea what your home might sell for? Then they typically say, well, no, nobody has. And once you get over there and you're face to face and you're able to tell them, hey, this is what your home would really sell for in an open market situation. Some people a lot of times are, oh, I didn't know that. And then that causes them to think a little bit further. It pushes the ball a little bit further in their line, right? To go ahead and make that decision that, if we could sell for X, then we could do Y or Z. And that is where you're looking for. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, do me a favor, share it on your social media, like, thumb, subscribe, and be sure to notify so you can see the very next time I go live with some real prospecting. And we're going to do some prospecting for wholesale deals, investment prospect, as well as expireds for sale by owners, a bunch more coming up. As always, have a powerful sales day. Bye-bye. All right.